Hello guys, this is Steve, the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 12. This is the family. Anyways, the cover page is really pretty cool. And here we go with the review show. I'm gonna read the review first every time by Undeadpool Schroeder, that is comicvine.com review. The inheritors look like they hold all the cards, but someone's got a trump or two up their sleeve. If there's a central theme uniting Spider-Man's most famous tales, it is surely that of the Hurdlock story. Even now, 50 years and massive character changes later, Spider is at his hood, that same teenager trying to show up on time for a date while foiling a villainous octogenarian in a flight harness. The fact that it has been over 5 decades of these stories and Dan Slott still manages to find ways to make this one seem like the biggest, most disparate struggle yet is a testament to his skill as a writer, as well as his seem like the biggest, most disparate that struggle yet is a testament to his skill as a writer, as well as his creativity. The safe zone of the Captain Universe Spider-Man has come crashing down at the hands of the gargantuan inheritor Atriac Solus, scattering the spider totems and giving the series a massive injection of hopelessness. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, well, except maybe for one final destination. Slott manages to keep all his ducks in a row. No Spider the Duck. I just realized there's no Spider Duck, and that weirdly burns me out. Though of course some of the totems receive a bit more to do than others, he also does a great job of throwing in a few legitimately funny and fun moments that help break up with the sense of total imminent demise, which is a nice touch and a good acknowledgement to the true tone of Spider-Man. Many of the lines coverage in this issue, and while the battle is a brief one, the final image hints that this series isn't done dishing out surprises. Few bad things are also there, but I'm gonna go with the good things also for more and more. With the last issue seeing things take a drastic turn for the worse, this issue had to generate some sort of new development to move the plot forward. I had been starting to feel that each issue of this series had the same formula. A new spider gets introduced, they get together with others and argue a little, then an inheritor shows up and kills a bunch of them while the rest of the spiders comment on how screwed they are. At this point, writer Dan Slott had to start advancing the plot into a different phase, and I was happy to see him do just that with this hooper of an issue that fires on all cylinders to be perhaps the best single issue of the event so far. The writing is classic Slott, funny without losing the stakes, and the art by Cameron Call is superb. Can we just make him the regular Spidey artist, please? One of the great joys of this event has been seeing how well Slott has integrated all the disparate interpretations of Spider-Man into the story, from classic Spidey to the superior Spider-Man to Miles Morales to Spider-Girl to Spidey from the 1960s cartoon to the Spider-Man from the 1917 story Japanese series to Peter Parker, the spectacular Spider-Ham. Slott has used from that them all brilliantly. He doesn't shy away from the comedy inherent to all this, uses the nostalgia we all feel for these different versions without overdoing anything, that is it, and still manages to integrate them into the plot as series characters. That's been a huge triumph of the event so far, and it may just be at its best here. The issue also reveals more intrigue regarding the inheritors and their plans, that plan starting to hint that they may not be united in purpose as originally thought, and beginning to reveal chinks in their previously that in impenetrable armor. It also sets up at some point that is pretty much cool. So the verdict about this one, perhaps the problems of giants has been more pronounced in the past, and it simply hasn't been as noticeable because this is the first tie-in, hasn't been available readily, but in either case this is a strong issue in what has so far been an enormously satisfying event. The visual changes match the tonal ones and make the whole series feel like it's entering a new act, and if what we see at the end as any indicator, it's definitely going to be the final one. At every turn, whenever some reveal or event feels like it could be either be one of the best or one of the worst things. Slott manages the former every time. Few bad things that this issue crosses the line that previous ones had walked up to, that the times are more directly referenced. So this is the last page and the twist and turnings page. Ben Parker is there and back. So here we go, the page that is informing us this is to be continued. That means end of this issue. So hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you guys want to enjoy this story, sit back on couch and everyone just go to the store and buy this comic book and enjoy.